Good morning. This is my third and final example problem for stoichiometry. So I'm just going to number 3 here on my thing. And I'm going to try and do both the written version and the typed version. We're going to see if Screencastify is going to help me out with that. Yes, I think we can do it. So I want to know how many grams of hydrogen gas will be needed to make three, not from, I don't think that from is supposed to be there, 3 times 10 to the 23rd molecules of H2O in our reaction. So that means we're going from molecules of H2O, and we are trying to get all the way to grams of H2. So our path has got to go from molecules of H2O to moles of H2O, so that then we can switch substances and go moles of H2. And then we can do our last conversion from moles to grams of H2. So with this one, we're going to need to use Avogadro's number. And then from moles to moles, we're going to need our equation. And then from moles to grams, we're going to need our molar mass. Okay, great. So let's just start with the giant fraction. So we want to know, starting with our molecules. So we're going to start out with 3 times 10 to the 23rd molecules of H2O. And I know that is going to be I should have given myself more room. I'm going to give myself more room. These molecule problems always take up tons of space. If you're doing that on paper, save yourself some space. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to write all the way over here instead. So I'm going to set my giant fraction way back. All right, so writing again, 3 times 10 to the 23rd molecules of H2O. I know that 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd H2O molecules is the same thing as 1 mole of H2O. Whew, now it's going to fit. So now my molecules of H2O cancel, and I'm left with moles of H2O. So now I can look at my formula over here, and I can see that for every 2 moles of H2O, I need to have 2 moles of H2. Great. So now moles of H2 cancels, and I'm left with moles of hydrogen gas. Now we can go to grams. So we're going to go and use our molar mass. So our molar mass of hydrogen is 2 grams for hydrogen gas. It's the same thing as 1 mole of hydrogen gas. And that's going to give us our final answer. So if I was going to plug this into the calculator, I would do 3 times 10 to the 23rd times 2 times 2 divided by 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd times 2. And that's going to give me a final answer of 0.996 grams of hydrogen gas. So, it's not liking this. Okay, so if I was going to type this all out, my 3 times 10 to the 23rd of molecules of H2O. And then that goes to my Avogadro's number, 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd molecules. That's H2O. That cancels. And that leaves me 1 mole of H2O. 2 moles of H2O come from 2 moles of H2. And I know that 1 mole of H2 is the same thing as 2 grams of H2. So that's going to give me my final answer of 0.996 grams of H2. So now you've seen like kind of the written version and the typed up version, so you know how to convert between the two. Okay, Hopefully this has been helpful. This is my last video, so if you haven't watched all 3 videos and you're still really confused, please email me, here to help. Okay, y'all have a good day.